Hello Belinda, I'm going to show you today how to make a simple stir fry. Most people know all about this, but then some may not ever have used just an ordinary piece of, just a square of noodle from a packet, just 20-minute or 10-minute noodles, or instant noodles they call it. And we're going to just soften it, and while it's taking its time to soften, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up a lot of vegetables to put it together, because this is just instant noodles and you normally use the sachets, these little sachets, but I'm not going to use it because the sachets are filled with probably monosodium glutamate and probably a little bit of chili and pepper. So I'm just not going to use that. I'm just going to use the noodles. I'm breaking it up, you can see it's just softening, and then I'm going to use choy some, which is mustard greens. Chopping it up, thinly sliced, and I cut it this way against the grain in a sort of this way fashion, in like a diamond pattern, because you have so much of the surface exposed to the wok, and so it cooks really fast. If you cook it just like that, you have just a small surface exposed to the wok. Whereas, this one is just like that here. Simple that way. And you're cutting it like this. A lot of surface is exposed to the wok. And then it cooks much faster. Does it make sense? I'm sure it does. Okay. Now, this is what I'm doing. Slicing it. Simple. Stems go in first so that they cook longest. They take longest. And then you use the greens. I'm just going to use just one more stem. It's too much if you use too much. Don't use too many leaves. That's all you need, just a little bit, but they will soften very, very quickly and make a tiny little dish for one person to eat, that's all. And I'm just going to move here, taking my ginger and my garlic and the onions, and I'm going to stir fry that first, and then put the vegetables and then the noodles. And then I'll add a little bit of sauce. Have a look at what we're doing. You want to come along here? Just giving it some time to take some time to heat up. A little bit of oil, just a tiny weeny bit of oil. You notice that that's all I'm using. Waiting for it to heat up and bubble. It might take a little bit of time. Just use a little bit of onions as well. And I'm also going to use a little bit of chili. This is a prepared chili pickle, just a chili paste, I think, with a little bit of onion, garlic and ginger, and a little bit of vinegar in it, just to give it a little bit of kick again. You have to have the beautiful flavors of sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and spicy. And come and have a look at what's happening here. It's just a little bit of that chili, stir fried. And remember, this is just a 2-minute noodle dish. And from that we can actually make a full meal for you with vegetables. You might use some fish or prawns if you want to, or some meat. But you don't have to. We may use some egg a little later. But I'm just going to get the greens, put the greens in. Cook the greens first, and I'm adding the thick stems first because they're thicker, they take longer to cook, and then the green vegetables go in, the green leaves go in, the fine leaves. This is all about a stir fry, simple stir fry, and you add noodles at the end. little time to soften, just a little while to soften. Really fine. Noodles. You normally have it with just a little bit of the sauce or the dressing or these little sachets that you could put in. But I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my own little sauce, made up from oyster sauce, a little bit of soy sauce, the fish sauce, and you saw me put the chili in. The leaves go in. Softening, breaking up. The noodles go in. Come here and have a look. I break it up so that the noodles go right in. Mixing it all up. A little bit of soy, just a teeny weeny bit, probably a teaspoon or so. Some oyster sauce to give it flavor, instead of using a flavor sachet, which may be full of MSG, I'm not sure. A little bit of fish sauce, and I'm using the MasterChef fish sauce. Smells fabulous. It's got this lovely aroma. Anyone who comes in here will salivate at that lovely aroma that's coming through. You can see the green coming through, emerald green, and an egg. I'm just going to put an egg in. This egg again is a fresh egg brought to me by a friend. She grows her own eggs, and this egg has been sitting down here, fresh as anything, ready to go in. Just going to put a little bit of salt if you want to. You don't need salt. A little bit of pepper, and it's done. You don't even have to have pepper or salt. And I'm just going to plate it up, and Belinda's going to have this for dinner. Beautiful noodle dish, nice emerald green vegetables. They haven't turned dark, they haven't softened or anything, they're just as nice and crisp. Something you'd like to have as a big dinner. Good for a teenager, good as a snack, good for a lovely meal. You could put some bacon, you could use some pork, you can use some beef strips in it or anything like that. But this is just a simple meal. You can have a little bit of chili sauce on top if you want to. Give it flavor, aroma, a kick. And that's your meal. Would you like that as a meal, Belinda?
Yes, I'd love to.
Good girl. Simple. 2-minute noodles. Just a couple of stems of choy sauce. And you see what we've done, just with an egg. That's it. Simple. Meals don't have to be difficult. Bye.